Well, good afternoon. This past Sunday, our sermon was focused on Andrew bringing his brother Peter to Jesus and the importance of that act and what it did for the movement of Christianity going forward as a whole. We see how important Andrew's obedience was, and that call is still placed upon us today for us to be obedient and to continue to bring people to Jesus. Well, our Easter season is coming upon us, and we know based on research that people are more likely to come to church if they're invited by someone they know and trust. Also, they're more likely to come to a service like Easter. So as we think about those services upcoming, I would like for us to pray for a couple of things specifically. One of those being to pray for the Spirit to just indwell those services, that God would use each aspect of those Easter services, the fellowship, the singing, the preaching. He would use each and every part of that to draw people to Him, and that we would bring honor and glory to His name in all that we do through those times. So pray specifically each and every day leading up to those Easter services, because our hope is that there will be people here who may not have heard the gospel presented clearly before, or that God would be already working on their hearts for it to be presented that day. Secondly, I'd like for you to pray specifically about who God would have you to invite to those Easter services. To go to God each day and say, God, show me, lead me and guide me to the person that you would have me to invite to come and to be a part of those Easter services with us. And then be obedient to go and do that. And I believe that when we're obedient, God blesses. And when we have a heart that is broken for those that are lost, for those that are outside of the church, for those that need that touch from God, when we're brokenhearted for them, then we see the need and we go after the need. And so our prayer this Easter season is that we can be obedient to God in praying for those services and in going out and making a difference by inviting those people in. And we don't know the effect that we might have. We look at the story of Andrew and we don't see much more about him throughout Scripture. But who do we read a lot more about? Who had the biggest impact? Well, it was Peter. Peter went on to write and to preach and to do incredible things for the gospel. But it was because his brother Andrew had the initiative to go and get Peter and bring him and say, I have found the Messiah. Let's be that person today. Let's bring our friends, our families, our neighbors, and show them we have met the Messiah. And we don't know what impact that may have down the line. So please, as we move forward this Easter season, be in prayer for those services and be in prayer for who God would have you to invite on those days. Thank you. Hope you have a great rest of the week. God bless.